Right guys, you had a go at drawing this here in class, so I'm going to go through it here in Onshape. The object is taken from page 117 in Dome the Graphica or World of Graphics, so in your textbook you'll have this here. So you can see I have the 3D object drawn here, I have the plan, the elevation and the end view, which was given from this in the book. So you had your sizes that are shown here. So I'm going to reference each of these here now when I go to draw it, but I'll just show you the 3D model then that I have here. I'll open it up, and then what I'll do is I'll create a new one so you can see all the planes of reference are shown in it there. There's a number of ways of drawing this correctly, and I'll just hide these planes just so that it doesn't take away from the overall look of the object. And that's what we want to draw here, and it's a pretty simple object, and we'll go start into this here now. So first of all, in your Onshape account, I probably have shared one of these here to you, and you want to go to create, and you go create document, and we'll call this document it's World of Graphics, and it's page 117. So you'll have your textbook in a way that you'll be able to reference each of these sizes and that, so it should be easy for you to work off of these here. It'll take my internet a little minute to come up here, but that's the page that you should be working from. And if I separate it into two different parts, I've got the base and I've this top part. So I'm going to start with the base, and you can see it's 75 long, it's 50 deep, and it's 25 millimeters thick. So I'm going to start by drawing that on the top plane. So I'm going to click on the top plane, I'm going to go up to sketch, leave the sketch open, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename this straight away. I'm just going to call this the base. So that's a sketch. Keep it opened. Hit the letter N. Oh yeah, you see now I'm still in that there. That's why it's not doing that. Don't, whatever you do, just click out of it. I clicked the empty space here. Hit the letter N, and then go up to the rectangle. Go center rectangle. I'm just going to draw from the center, from that origin. Make sure it's on the origin when you're drawing it, which is a little dot there, which will come up orange when you get on that there. And the size of that there, I think along that side there, at length of it is 75. So I'll put that in, 75. And then the depth of it then is 50. I'm pretty sure it's 50. I'll just take a look at it again. Depth from front to back is 50. So I'll just stick that in. So now I have the base. That's only the sketch. You can see what's happening there. I'm holding down on the right click on the mouse and moving that around. Hit N to get normal 2 again. If you want to look at it square on. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to OK the base. Say that's it drawn. Then I'm going to hit this extrude. It's asking me what surfaces. So I'm going to pick the rectangle. And you can see it's already dragging it up there. And it's taken it up to 25, and I think that's actually what I wanted. I wanted 25, so you can see that base is 25 in height. So I'm good there with that. I'm going to rename it though. I'm going to call it extrude, and I'll just call it base. And I'll OK that. So now I have the base drawn. Now, to draw from the back, there's a couple of ways I could do this here. So you can see that's from the front. That's the elevation looking straight in. I'll just look at it here, say from the front. If I click that little symbol up on the right here, it's looking what I see when looking in at the front. And I want to draw the shape of the back piece now, that kind of angular piece that's there. So I need a plane to draw it on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a plane. So I'm going to go up here, I'm going to hit this plane business, and I'm going to pick the back of the object. And I'm going to see there it says plane. So that there's the top. We'll see, I'll call that plane for top. Now I need to go back around. I'm scrolling this around to look at it again from the front. I'll hit normal 2, and I want to do a sketch on that plane. Now it can be hard to click it there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the sketch plane here in the design tree. So you can see there it says plane top. And what I'll do then is I'm going to pick a line to draw on this here. Now that can be hard because you have nothing to pick anything on here. So what I'm going to do, actually I can't pick the line. What I'll do here is I'll see that use project that's up here. Use project and convert. I'll take that line there that's on the top of it. I'll click that, and you'll see what's happening there. Oh no, look at, I have to get rid of that there plane. That plane's no good to me because I want the plane actually coincident with that there. So I'll just get rid of that sketch. I go back to this here. I need to edit that. So I'll edit it. I did pick that surface, but see what's saying here? It says offset. I don't want it offset. I want that there to be, and I want it to be touching that there plane. We'll see. No, I want no offset on it now. So I'll put down an offset of 0. So now it's right on that surface, and now I can start to go about drawing on it. So let's draw here now, and I'll use that, let's see, sketch, and I'll pick the top plane again. I'll pick it from the design tree because it's easier to pick than the plane itself. I'm going to look at it from the front. I'm going to pick the use command. So I just use that there line. So you can see that line now is dark along the back. I'll go normal 2 again. Now I'm going to pick a line. And the general shape of this thing, it goes straight up, across and down at an angle. I'm just going to give that rough shape here. So we'll start from that corner. Now see your line, make sure that your line is vertical. You can see the wee black line to the right of it. That's not level. When it's level, I'm going to take it to there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it down here, and you can see it's coincident with that. And I'll escape that. Now, I don't need that wee bit of the line, so I'm going to take the scissors to it. And I'm just going to cut that off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a few dimensions here. So you can see what's happening here. I've got that shape drawn up in the back of it. I'll go normal 2 again. Need to put a few sizes. It's 25 that way, and it's 25 in from the end, and it's 50 tall. So let's start with one of these dimensions. So go to my dimension tool, pick 50 tall, and this is 25, and then from this corner point over to here is 25 as well. It wasn't very far away in it, and it's gone black. That means it's defined, so that's a good sign, and it has to go a depth of 25 millimeters. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the extrude tool. I didn't name that sketch, but you can always go back and name it as top. Now you see it's already picked the surface, but it's going the wrong way, so I'm going to change the arrow direction on this here so it's coming the correct way. And I want it to go 25. It's already 25 in that there. I don't want it to go new because I want it to be all part of this here. I don't want 2 parts in it. So I'll just go add, and I'll put an extrude, and I'll call that extrude top. And I'm okay that. And the sketch, actually, I could rename that sketch, so I'll edit that. And we'll just call that sketch of the top. And we're almost done here now. That's the object. And let's just take a look at it from our views now, what we want to say. The front view is how it looks like that. If we go around onto, say, looking from the right-hand side, that's what we would see. And if we wanted to look from, say, the top, that's what it looks like from the top. So again, and then if we go into an isometric, see, there we go. There's an isometric of it. If I want to change the colors, then there's this little tool over here, appearance panel. And it shows the whole part here. I don't want the whole part to change in colors. And I can't remember what colors are used here, but I'm going to pick that surface, and I'll pick that surface. And I should, yeah, it's not, I see now, we'll go plus. Yeah, if I go to the plus, it's showing now that I have these 2 surfaces picked, the face appearance, and I can pick a colour for that there. And it doesn't really, I'll not pick something too as strong as I did in the other ones. I'll pick something like a light green base there, and we'll OK that. You can see that would now distinguish it from anything else. So when I'm looking in at the front, it's all that one colour that I see there. And what I can do then is I'll put in a couple of colours here for what I would see when I'm looking down on the top of it. So let's just look from the top. What would it see? I see this and I see this, but that's a sloping surface. These ones are flat or parallel, so I'll just pick the ones that are flat, them 2 there. Oh, didn't do that, or did do it right, yeah, because it's going around that L shape. So after 2 of those, I'll go up to the wee plus sign again for the faces and appearances. And I'll pick a different colour for that. I'll pick a kind of orangey colour, and I'll OK that. See how that's looking. So I can tilt this around again. So I've got them there, And then if I was looking in from the right hand side, I would see these two surfaces here. So I'm just going to pick them and I'll give them a different colour as well too. Let's see now, pick something that'll kind of contrast with that there. So maybe a light, yeah, the light blue maybe is not bad. Maybe a slightly darker blue. And I'll go with that. So now you see what I'd see from each of these views when I'd be looking at that. I can get rid of that. Let's see. Probably should be an easier way of doing that. Yeah, get that in. And that's the surfaces of the object drawn. Now I'd like to use to model that, and F will bring it back into focus if it goes off the page and you've got your surfaces. And the next video I'll make here, I'll show you how you would make that now into a drawing like you'll be doing in class. See now, where's my video?